Greetings, my fellow gamers! Thank you so much for tuning in. You're watching Rexx't, and welcome to yet another Legion Alpha video. Now, in this video, we'll be doing the opposite of what I did in the previous Legion Alpha video, which was checking out the Alliance side intro quest chain for the Stormheim zone. Now, I got a request on that video. There was someone who wondered if I couldn't do the Horde version, and so I decided that yes, I'll do that. I don't see why I shouldn't pick up on the requests I get. It's a first. Made me happy. I'm open for suggestions. I really am. But what we're going to be spending some time on doing during this here Horde intro side chain is that we'll be looking at some of the differences. It's not long ago since I did the Alliance intro again. I did just recently on a Paladin. So I'm going to see if I can draw the strings between the different openings. There isn't a lot of strings to draw, but I like it when Blizzard puts a bit more attention to the detail. As your action books on the ship, etc. As I've already done this train on the Horde side, there's not gonna be like any surprised reactions as there was in the Alliance video. I did this first on my Hunter when I started leveling a Hunter here at the Alpha servers, but I didn't record that because I thought it would be a bit boring to like long stretch record and just basically post more videos of me questing Alpha content. Besides, we will most likely see this again in the Let's Quest series. I'm not even sure if my character is going to reach level 100 by Legion's release during the Let's Quest series, so you might just see this again when Let's Quest hits the Legion, as Stormheim is one of my most favorite zones, without any doubt. I like High Mountains as well. I really like High Mountains and the quest chain in High Mountains, but it just hasn't weighed up to the glory which is Stormheim yet. Now, if I get request, or any request at all, to do the Stormheim zone in a questing video, then sure I'd do that, but I'd most likely do the full video in a long run go, because cutting it up into different pieces just makes for cheap cut content I can post out, and I don't need more of that. I'm already doing that with Watch Dogs. Is he making for the round, yeah? Okay, yeah, she moved, of course. Understand the gravity of our task. If we do not fight for a future, we will not have one. Well, that's very true, Simonis. Let's get kicking. Currently playing on my Frost Death Knight, Deathblood Trag. It's gonna be good. Okay, now, first thing to notice here is that before we even report to Lady Sylvanas, we do not see... I think it's a Skyfire, the ship is called. Meaning that the Horde and the Alliance side version of this interchain starts simultaneously, because it's supposed to descend through the clouds, and we haven't seen it yet. Because I'm pretty sure they act out in real time, corresponding to one another. So since the Alliance ship has yet to show up, I assume that timeline-wise, both of them begins at the same time. Which is a bit convenient for the Horde fleet to sail in at the exact same time the Alliance decided to come in with the Skyfire. But hey, good conveniences make for good gameplay, doesn't it? Come along, hero. Yeah, I'm already along. There's your... Single gunship, are they insane? Well, a bit. They have confidence. Oh, okay, nice! Could legitimately see it descend. I didn't notice that when I first did this. I was too busy looking around myself. But okay, so we're starting to take fire. Let's see here. This is like the same counterpart. We just need to shoot down. Let's see if my aim with the catapult is better than my aim with the, it's not any better whatsoever. As you can see that we have these griffs surrounding us and shooting down here, you can also see the bats flying around the ship that the Alliance member needs to shoot down. I think it's a really nice touch. I can't say for sure that I saw the griffins from the Skyfire. I'm not sure. I don't think I looked down in that general direction that much. I was focused too much on trying to hit the targets, just like I'm doing here. Oh, a battle mage. Wouldn't you know? And I hit 9 of them. Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. I get your drift. I know what you're on about. You're a mage. I'm just gonna burst. If that's the new effect for Blizzard, then I'm gonna love it. I haven't checked in my Fire Mage's spell book. I don't think Fire Mages have Blizzard, so if that's the new FX look on the Blizzard spell, then GG. As if you actually can hit some of these Griffs now. That's one more. Again, I'm not sure if there can spawn 2 of those that stops your cannons. It didn't do that on the Horde ship, and I didn't struggle as much on the Alliance side. On the Alliance side, I also just got 1 Death Knight. When I did this here on my Hunter the first time, I hit a lot more Griffs than I'm doing this time. Oh, come on. Is there any more? Okay, there's a batch column up there. Wow. I love the catapult arm like swings so rapidly twice. Safe engineering at its best. Come on, we just need 2 more. 2 more. Can we get 2 more before another battle mage shows up? Oh, come on! Yes! Right with Nathos. Alright, so far, the Alliance ship has descended as we approach the ship. We have shot down some Griffs, and we have seen our bats, which will be bombarding their ship, and of course respawned. Now, we're going to be picking on... Okay, right. That's also pretty decent. We arrive around just as the Alliance members descend on the ships. Now, seeing as the Alliance side members are successful, I would assume that there is multiple waves. There's multiple waves of these Alliance paratroopers coming down, and that we currently are attacking... I would think this would be the first wave. This is most likely how things add up later on. I'm pretty sure this is the first wave. So as we move from this ship towards the next one, that's the time when the quote-unquote Alliance player will be descending down with a new group of paratroopers on the ship we're leaving. Now these sky captains, I recognize the Horde captains on the ships, at least the one. But I can't say if I recognize these Alliance ones. I'm gonna have to check out the video for that later on. But yeah. Griffin Riders to me. Oh, would you know? Ah! I should start using my bursty abilities a bit more often. Like, keep forgetting how short cooldown they have. There we go. Because yeah, I'm not sure if that captain or, you know, any of the other named NPCs we will see now was present on the Alliance ship. I'm not sure. Because here, let's see if we can spot the captain of this ship though. Unless he's already been taken down or if he's not present here on the Horde side. Hey, yeah, it's fine. It's fine. I like that you porty around. Oh, no loots. Okay. Well, that's one thing to bear in mind. I do not see the, again, quote-unquote, I wouldn't call him captain. He was throwing a bunch of green shit around. That was all he did. I can't say that I see him, so that might just indicate that the Alliance players' wave of paratroopers and himself has been here before us. But that wouldn't make sense due to the fact that the Alliance returns to a ruined ship. As where, you know, not ruined, but as where the Forsaken has already boarded the ship. Or the Horde has boarded the ship. As for right now, it seems as if we are behind them, because unless that Horde captain just isn't present at this ship for the Horde side, that might just be it, but that would be a nice touch if Blizzard added. I know the alpha-like is for testing back and forth, so we're supposed to report back. Bursting cooldowns. We're supposed to report back about things like this, but yeah. To make like the entire timeline thing seem a bit more legitimate. Because once again, seeing as the Hordes approach the ship before the Alliance player comes back, timeline-wise... Oh, wait, no, there you can see her! I guess there's different ships, because I can see the Banshee there that we, defeated as the, Alliance. Okay, so they're there, but it's just different ships. Okay, then it adds up again. Because here, see, we have the Assault on Skyfire, we're supposed to screw up 40 things. As for on the Alliance side, we're supposed to unscrew up 40 things. Okay. So the scenario starts at pretty much the same time. Our run-through goes a bit before the Alliance players, as a Horde. And when we're done screwing up here, and we have started engaging Greymane, that's when we will see... That's like when the Alliance player comes back on the ship. That's pretty nice. I thought for a second there that the, captain do with the green globules all over the place just weren't showing up. But okay, it's different ships because I could see the Banshee. I could see the Banshee captain that we killed as the on the Alliance side when I was on my warrior. That was my little gnome warrior. All right, I have Breath of Sindragosa even. I am still not used. This is like the first time I've properly been on the Death Knight. I got on the weapons, but that's all I've done on this one. Right, even here we see... I've forgotten this already, but we have these poison things that we removed as the Alliance side. Placing on that's... You're doing well, Blizzard. You're doing really, really well. I like this. I really do. I think it's a good thing when I can draw lines between it like that. It makes for a better touch overall, I think. That was a poison thing. Attack some more of you guys. Get bursting cooldown. Our Remorseless doesn't stun anymore, it does damage. Yeah, you could talent it for stun. That was right. I was thinking the new animation on the Death Knight attacks is beautiful. I just not only the Frost Strike, but look at the Obliterate. You just take both weapons and swoosh. Man, also, as I played my Retribution Paladin, holy crap, I could make an own video about the new spell effects for the Repalities. It's absolutely gorgeous. You know, I'm gonna send some spikes on you guys. Where the... Alright, okay, maybe the spikes appeared on the ground, but not on the ship. 7th Legion Paratroopers. What does it mean when my Death Strike shines up? Okay, the spikes doesn't show up yet. Means that they're most likely down on the ground. Wait, no, I didn't finish you off. Wow, I'm so paying attention. I mean, seriously. That one-handed strike. And then finish off with zvunk. I love it. 10 out of 10. Doing good work, Bliss. Doing good work. Wait, did I attack him? I attacked him. Oh yeah, let's pop some bursting cooldowns again, see if the spikes works. Nah, okay. Take that. Tap to you. I have, yes, indeed, talented my Holding Blast, that deals more damage to my initial target, but that's because I usually don't do giant AoE pulls. I do it on my Retribution Paladin, but that's because I know he can out-heal it. What are you shooting at? You shooting at me? You want a piece of this? Oh, it's a crying shame. Alliance and Horde killing each other. Why can't there just be peace on Earth? Or on Azeroth, that is. That was a gnome's proper scream. She really died. I also think there's one new talent for the Frost Death Lance is kind of OP, like the Abomination Smite. Your Obliterate critical strikes have a chance to drive enemies to their knees, stunning them for 2 seconds. Now, in high-end PvP, when does an Obliterate not critical strike? There's a Skyfire Griffin, okay. Because I still can't say that I recognize the two Alliance mini-bosses we fought, the Worgen and the human dude who descended on the first ship. It might be that they have been standing around. Well, when I think about it, maybe I recall seeing the human up on top of the ship as we enter the Alliance version of the scenario. I'm pretty sure they're there. I'm pretty sure they're there. So I'm not going to call Blizzard up on that. I'm damn sure they're actually there. You can see them. Killing off captains and so on each and one's different sides. And while we're doing this and screwing up the ship, they are downstairs on our ship and they're killing off my captains. Which, then again, is a bit of a shame. Yeah, it's fine. I get it. You're cool with that mask. There's here some poison. Some more poison. We're poison this room. Some more poison. On stage, Battle Gang remain on the deck of the Skyfire. And this is like, when we're now approaching up here, that is when the Alliance player comes in downstairs and he starts undoing the things we have done. You know, I'll be honest to say that, I'll save it for the end of the video. I'll take it at the end of the video, but even so. I think it's really good so far, because as I could see that Banshee, I can confirm that the Horde version captains are around. And I'm pretty darn sure that the Alliance version captains we have slain during this video also is present on the battleship at the Alliance side. I'm pretty damn sure that Human is standing on top of the Skyfire as the scenario starts on the Alliance side with a bunch of soldiers in front of him. I am darn sure he is. And these are some resilient domes. Here, take some cold. Doing a magnificent flight there. Cinder goes, okay, now she spreads her wings. You know, eat my Frost Death Knight crits and... Right, only last cost me runes. This new system, I'm not used to it yet. Do have a Frost Death Knight I do PvP on the current live servers, but... I still haven't gotten it used to it. Still don't have it built in how to Frost Death Knight. What's that frost scythe thing? I want to try it out, but it costs me runes, so I think I'm gonna screw it. Yeah, let's just do that. Here, King Greymane. Not King, but Gen Greymane. Let's go bursty on you. Let's strike you again. And again, and again, and do so on. And burst. It sounded like it was hurt. Like, properly. Listen to that. Look at this, the sound effects. It's so good. And this is the point where I screamed out, "You done goofed. You done goofed! You done goofed!" But I'm not done goofed. I'm gonna goof around with you, Greymane. You can howl as much as you want. Doesn't mean jack shit to me. I'm still gonna beat your ass. Yeah, don't do that. I need him. I like how they semi-tease you with that. It looks how... The looks of it. I'm not gonna say more to spoil too much. And here we have done the crash landing. Yes, it worked. He's alive. Of course it worked. I've woken up things that were twice as dead for 3 times as long. This one was easy. Well, seeing as I already kinda am dead, in theory, did you bring me back to life or did you bring me back to death? That's a question for a later video. But yes, we have arrived. Now, I'll be honest to say that I was actually a bit surprised. Now, I didn't look around that much on things when I first did the Horde version intro, but seeing now as how good they compared up against each other, the Alliance skyship descending, we could see the Bat Riders that we had to shoot down as the Alliance swarming the ship on the Horde side. I saw the Horde captain, at least the Banshee on the one ship, so I know that they're there, they're present, it was just different ships. I'm also pretty sure, once again, that the Alliance captains are there on the Skyfire. Not sure if they are. I'll put up something here in this video to confirm it. And something I really wanted at is that I really love how they've also made apparent, like, in what time order it goes, that we are jumping from ship to ship, taking out their first wave of the paratroopers before the Alliance hero comes down and does things behind us as we approach their Skyfire and starts ruining things on the ship, and then they come up to it being semi-ruined and they having to clean it up. Now, one thing I will add, a suggestion I really have for Blizzard, a high suggestion I have for Blizzard, is that I like it when there's a bit more to a battle. All of these scenarios are flawless. I think they're absolutely bloody perfect. It would have been really cool, in my personal opinion, if you added a random generated NPC being the Alliance or the Horde hero. Like, you just random generate, like, a Frost Death Knight, or a Disc Priest, or a Fire Mage, a Survival Hunter, like, just anything, anyone, just an NPC with the standard gear and the artifact weapon for its corresponding spec of choice. And then, like, when the Alliance comes up to find Greymane under assault, there's Greymane being attacked by that dude, who I don't remember the name of, who seems a bit douchey, alongside with a random Horde hero. I don't know, like, not an actual Alliance Horde PvP combat, because that would be a bit stupid in a PvE scenario for an interquest train. But just have something there that makes it look a bit more, again, onto the cool realistic side. And have the same thing go on for the Horde, that when you start attacking Gen Greymane, that there comes an Alliance hero up from beneath the lower decks of the Skyfire, and he starts helping Greymane out. This also being just a randomly generated hero with these standard set looks and the artifact weapon corresponding to his artifact weapon of choice, and then have him do abilities depending on things like, say, for instance, a warrior, arms protection warrior, like, does a blade storm around Greymane. He hurts hurts not much, but a bit, like, you have to move out. Any healer spec will, like, try to heal Greymane or the Forsaken Captain that we're joining with on the Horde side. You know, add a bit more to it. I would think that would have been really cool, but otherwise, I think this was perfect. I really love it when Blizzard does work like this, put so much. Now some people is gonna complain and say, oh, it's not time and effort requesting, but I think it's cool that they do it. I think it's a really, really nice touch. And adding a Alliance or Horde corresponding hero to the scenario to make a bit up for that, I think would have been the top of the cake. It really would have been. But yeah, that pretty much sums up this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you all so much for watching, and until the next time, my fellow gamers, have a good one.